right, 90-day business plan, guys. In case you have been like, man, I've been getting left behind with this AI stuff. I have been feeling left behind and I don't know what to do because it is a part of it's not a part, it is the part of our economy. It is the part of our growth. How do I grow my business? The interesting thing is I want this to be your best 90 days. The next 90 days be your best 90 days. The first 90 days of your business plan growth book. So I have created a online community. It's AskDomThat All-access. Right now, it is free for the first 100 members. I just want to get people in there. This is my way to give back to you. Join AskDomThat All-access. I'm going to throw the link in here somewhere. If you go in there, you have access to the workbook. You have access to the grant list. You have access to the course. Everything for free for the first 100 people. Then it's not free anymore. Then it's not free. But you get access to this workbook. We started it last week or last episode. But this episode, I'm going to change it up a little bit because instead of you just seeing, you're going to get the blank template, but in there, we're going to do the workbook live. I'm going to give you a sample of it today because we only have a couple minutes. So let me, boom, let's some stuff that we already filled in here for my business, right? Like GCN, Core Atlantic. It's a product that I'm building. So you are able to join this next cohort to follow along with my growth to see if in the next 90 days I can make over $20,000 in monthly revenue. And this is a week by week. We're going to go to my business. This is what I do for a living. This is how I pay for all of this stuff. 90-day revenue. So we're starting up a new product called Core Atlantic. Here, my goal is to make $20,000 per month in the next 90 days. The first thing that we're going to be doing is all right, so working mock-up of Core Atlantic, and it's not fully functional yet because we have to finish building it up. The team size is we have about a 3 or 4 person team for this, but because we're working on so many other stuff, we have 75% capacity to focus on that. And that's important to you because if you're a solo entrepreneur, you have other stuff going on. It's not like you can spend 100% of your time on doing one thing. You might have a full-time job. You might have a gig. It just depends. You have to be realistic about the time commitment. So let's get into it. Phase one, first 1 to 30 days, the fast cash through consulting. Sell vision alignment assessment packages to consultants at $3,000 to $5,000 each. Use Core Atlantic Mockup to plus my expertise to deliver real value while learning what features most matter. The target here is to do 2 to 3 assessment packages from $6,000 to $15,000 in revenue. What does this mean? Let me zoom in for you guys in case you can't see this that well. All right, there it goes. All right, so what does this mean? This means that there are a lot of business consultants out there, guys. You have consultants for marketing, for fractional CEOs. I want to work with these guys. These guys are working with companies in all industries. I'm saying you have 10 clients that you're working with on a month to month. There is a software out there. There's an AI software that I have created. I would like to show you this software for you to use with your clients. So instead of me having to reach 10 clients, I'm going to reach one person to get into their ecosystem of consulting and business. Now, businesses are expected and they are used to paying high price ticket items because if I can save them money, they're willing to pay more money. How much money am I looking to sell per assessment? $6,000 to $15,000, depending on the business size. Then once we sell the assessment, hey, business of 150 people, 200 people, here is where your business is missing in the AI space. Here's where your business is missing in the vision alignment package of softwares. Yeah, everybody's working, but you're probably not getting the work done. After that, then we actually start building a pilot program. Convert successful assessments into Core Atlantic pilots at $2,000 to $3,000 per month. Build out most must-have features based on real usage. Sign 2 to 3 pilot customers. These aren't huge numbers, folks. 2 to 3 clients means that we're really making about 100 or so phone calls with a 2 to 3% conversion on. And when I say phone calls, it's really talking to them on the phone. You're making a lot of phone calls that you're not talking to people. So we're going to get into that. But you don't talk to a lot of people. But the people that you do talk to, if you can close 2 to 3% of them at $10,000 to $18,000 recurring, that's you're starting to look at really high margins there. So these are just the high level stuff, right? So your ideal customer profile. This is what I want to go over with you guys in the AskDomThat All Access for your business. What is your ideal customer profile? Let me scroll down here. So this is the phase 3. These are the high level phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, right? How we ramp this up. The ideal customer profile. Who are they? Independent management consultants, solo or small firms, fractional C-suite executives, business coaches working with mid-market companies. These aren't your large companies. These are, hey, we're making a couple $1 million a year, so they have some money, but they're not billions of dollars where they're only working with really large companies and they have a lot of layers of approval, and they're not a really small company where they don't have money. So these are mid-level companies, fractional C-suite executives, because they're working with multiple companies. This is really important because now you know who to target. You're not wasting time trying to figure out who your ideal customer profile is. You know who you're looking for. When you're running ads, you know who you want to target. Strategy consultants from boutique firms. I live in Washington, D.C. When we start this cohort, I am going to make a list of all the consulting firms in the area. There's a lot of them. And then I'm just going to start calling. Hey, my name is Dominique, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to get a lot of no's. I'm going to get a lot of no's, but somebody's going to say yes. And that's just the DC area. There's at least 500 companies out here that I can try to engage just for this niche. I don't want to get the riches are in the niches. I know it's a niche, but whatever, that's the same. So just for this niche, former executives turned advisors. You know how many advisors there are? Then you span out. Okay, Washington, Virginia. If you're in New Jersey, I don't like that state. I do not like that state. I'm sorry. I have to go on a rant. I am in New Jersey. I am a tax-paying New Jerseyan. I have property in New Jersey. I have a lot of money invested in New Jersey. And boy, oh boy, do they make it difficult to do business. So it would make me no happier than to make a lot of money in New Jersey. Show them that they could not get me down. New Jersey, I'm coming for you. They're going to see me make a lot more money in New Jersey. I already make a good amount of money. Last year was not bad for me. On paper, at least. If you're the Department of Revenue in New Jersey, no, it was a horrible year. Okay. But then you expand out, figure out what geographical region. Okay, company size. I want to know, what companies are you guys looking to serve? What you guys are selling your products to any and each person, everybody. That if you design websites, you're selling it to every mom and pop shop, you're selling it to big companies, you're selling it to small companies. What service do you provide and to whom? I'm looking for companies 50 to 500 employees. They small enough where I can probably still talk to the owner, large enough where they know that they have to pay for good service. Multiple departments with cross-functional challenges. I have to be solving a challenge. Why they need Core Atlantic, which is the product that I've been building and I'm selling. They are paid to diagnose organizational dysfunction. There is no business owner out there that does not have a problem, people. If you have business owners in your circle and you aren't selling them something, it's because you don't know how to solve their problem, or you don't know how to sell the solution to their problem. But I can guarantee you, if you know what problem each business in that market is facing, and you can show how to solve it, even if you say, hey, I will give this to you at extremely reduced cost just to prove the concept, you have something there. They need data to back up their gut feelings. They struggle to quantify alignment and culture. They want tools that that make them more valuable to clients. They need recurring value, not just one-time reports. I want to send out messages to my potential clients and ask them if they need this stuff. Hey, are you guys having issues with making sure that you're giving more value to your customers and your clients? Oh yeah. Well, they're always doing that. Hey, look, if you want to make sure that you have data that backs up your gut feelings, this is what CoreAtlantic does. They're making. I'm not even selling them. They're making the decision to buy the product. If you want a demo of CoreAtlantic, I'm going to put it on somewhere in my socials. If you want a demo of CoreAtlantic, I should have probably had it prepared here. I'll put it for you guys to see it. But more importantly, join the cohort. It's free. AskDomThat All-access. It's free for the first 100 users. After that, if you're user 101 and you're my mom, I'm going to ask you for your credit card. Sorry. You should have been 0 through 100. Their current pain points, we're going to go over it. What is your client's current pain points? You go through this, and this is just, there's quite a bit. Let me go. Like, you see, this is not just some run-of-the-mill exercise here. We want, if I scroll to the bottom, when we talk about metrics on monthly target metrics, consultants contacted. If you did not contact, in my case, if my company, the people that work for me, we have not contacted 70 to 100 consultants, we fail. We don't want it. If we don't do 20 to 30 discovery calls, I will be upset. I will be disappointed. We need to send out 12 or 8 to 12 proposals. All of this to get 1 or 2 clients at $10,000 to $20,000 a month. It's well worth it if you execute it well. But people sometimes call 1, 2, 3 companies and they think they did a good job. You didn't. Shut up. You didn't. That's just the run of the mill. You think you're the only one trying to grow a business? No. So I don't even, that's why I want to make sure that I work with you through this. This is for my business. I'm showing you what I'm going to do. Here's how I'm pricing my product. This is so much transparency that it's crazy. My advisors didn't even want me to show you guys this. This is how I plan on making money. My clients sometimes call me like, Dom, we saw you're making this much money. Yes, I'm in technology. I'm a capitalist. I'm not doing this for a nonprofit. I want to give you value so you can make money. Did I help you make money? Yes, you did, Dom. Then perfect. Let me make money too. I've been broke all my life. I tried it. I want to try the other way. Okay? If you've been broke, don't worry about people worrying about how much money you've been making, because they weren't complaining that you were broke. I can guarantee you that. So when I tell people, yes, I need $1,500 a month from you, conversation I just had yesterday with a potential client, I need $1,500 a month. I'm sorry. And now, why? Because my staff is top tier. I got to pay them. The software, the service is top tier. Those all get paid. I need that money to make this happen. You're not getting someone from Islamabad. Sorry. You're not getting someone from, I don't know where. I don't care. You're getting someone right here that I will answer my phone. If you pay me $20,000 a month to deploy your project, and I'm in the middle of the show with you guys watching, and you're paying me $20,000 a month, I'm picking up my phone. Hey, well, thanks for giving me a call. Is there an issue with CoreAtlantic? Is there an issue with your 150 users? Yeah, hold on. Let me fix it right now, live. Boom. That's the type of service you get, professional. And then if you're on the enterprise level, then I'm really making money. And so this is a SaaS product. I want to do a SaaS product because it scales. For the longest time, guys, my business has been focused on building bespoke applications for companies, for clients. The issue with that is that every project is a little bit different. We have our frameworks, but it's different headaches, it's different challenges. I want to focus on SaaS because for the most part, if I find a niche industry and a niche problem that I'm solving. I just solved that problem, the same problem for a lot of clients versus a lot of problems for a few clients. That's the business model that I am going towards now. And I want you guys to actually see if it works or not. I've done a lot with my business, and this one here, it's interesting to me. I'm showing some vulnerability because I'm doing this in public. I'm doing this with you guys, but I want you guys to get a behind the hood, under the hood look at what running a small startup looks like. And one that's always been profitable. We've been profitable. Implementation, $3,000 to $5,000 for each occurrence. So that's me studying. Like after this call or after this show, I'm going to work with my clients to go over their tech stack. That phone call might cost them $1,000 to $3,000, and I want to go over how that works with you. So this is here. Pricing is really important, guys. We didn't really do it justice on this module because I'm just kind of going it live with you guys, but pricing is one of the most important aspects of growing your business. I've made this mistake and I don't want you guys to make it too. The pricing of your product and service is some of the most important things because you know what you offer. Once we hone in what you offer, what your product offering is, and who your client is, what's going to happen? Somebody's going to say, oh yeah, I need that. I would like you to do that. And then you're going to say, well, okay, I don't, blah, blah, blah. You need to have your price like that. Walmart doesn't figure out what the price is when by the on the whim. No, when you're buying something, you just expect that there's a price. You decide psychologically if it's good value or not. And good. If you've ever been outside the country and you kind of shop in small boutique places, even some places in the country, well, USA, sometimes they don't have price on stuff, and then little markets outside, right? And then they tell you what the price is there, and then you're like, is this guy ripping me off? Like, are you lying to me, right? Like, there's that sense of I don't trust you. The same thing when you're doing these bespoke services. It's like if you know your price, the negotiation is so much sweeter. Hey, Dom, I saw your video on the vision alignment tool for companies and AI implementation to synchronize all our data across all of our departments. I would love to do it. I want to get a pilot program started. How much is it? I don't know, but I want to be an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, no, great question. You're working with the manufacturing company there. You guys have 50 users, is that correct? Oh yeah, we got about 45 to 50 users. Oh well, that'd be great. Now, what we'll do is we'll send in our level 1 engineers to do the assessment. That's about $5,000, and it will take about 2.5 weeks. We'll put a complete roadmap and diagram for you and your business. That's for you to keep. That's proprietary to your business. And then from there, we'll start with the MCPs and API integrations, and that's going to be for 50 users or under. $1,500 a month, and then if we need to, we can marginally scale as your user growth and your company grows. Oh, okay. Oh, can you do it for $1,000? Can you do it for $1,000? Oh, with that 0 to 50, the 1,500 is the entry level, but I'm sure we can work something out to just get you in the door. And then if you find value in the product and so forth, we certainly can figure out how to scale together as a company, but your business growth will be indicative of my business growth. So the most important thing to me is partnership. Of course, 1,500 is that standard price, but why don't we just get on the calls, get the discovery done, and then we can work out the licensing. Did I just sell myself right now a product? I would have bought that, but it wasn't. Calculator, how much do I serve? If you're a cupcake shop and you join the cohort, I want you to tell me how much your freaking strawberry cupcakes are. And if I decide I want the carrot cake, I don't want you to come up with a random price and then give the guy behind me another price, because I'm going to be like, why the heck did he pay a different price for the same carrot cake? Sorry. And am I going to be that irate at you? No, but I'm going to go on Google and leave that review. And that's not me. That's just the world. People just want their price. Just tell me your price and let's keep going. Same thing if you're a consultant, if you're a nail technician, whatever business you have. Let's get into pricing. Is so important. Let's get into the week one. We didn't even start week one. This is how much value I'm giving you. Week one, build a list of 100 target clients. We're coming up on time, so you guys can get back to your day. But I'm going to show you how to get data from LinkedIn directories. I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to show you how to create a one-page assessment package. Write 3 cold outreach emails. I have a guy who's amazing at emails. Shout out to Stephen Natera. I'm going to link his contact stuff here too. Outreach emails, amazing. We got all these people in the circle. I've been doing this for over 15 years, people. I've got to know some of the best, and I've gotten to know some of the worst. I've figured out what not to do, and I want to share all that with you. Record 2-minute Loom videos containing core Atlantic value. I already did that. Reach out to 20 consultants. You know that's happening today. I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to wait for you guys to sign in. But if you guys don't sign in and join the AskDomThat All-access, if you don't start that today, you just don't want to grow your business, which is fine. Business success is not for everybody. It's not. And you don't have to feel like it is. But if it is for you, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? So here's where to find consultants. Ooh, now I'm getting you the mystery sauce. Now I'm getting you stuff that people charge you a lot of money for. Well, I will share with you guys the rest of this. This is all available to you for free for the first 100 users. For free for the first 100 users, AskDomThat All-access. If you want to grow your business, I would like to see you in my All-access community right away. When you start this, you get access to the 90-day business playbook. You get access to the grant list of over 1,000 grants that I have available to you guys. The walkthrough on how I do business grants and get grants. The walkthrough on how I do government contracts and get government contracts. How I've built a real estate mini empire to me. I've created millions of dollars of value. How I've layered all of this. I'm not monolithic in one thing. I tell myself I'm a serial entrepreneur because I've built businesses in different avenues, in different sectors. Some of them have done extremely well. Some of them have not. I've learned from those and I've been building it. Now I'm sharing it with you. And the next time that I share something with you, it's going to be on Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. The fastest 30 minutes of your day. The Ask Dom That Show. It is my attempt to make you an overall more informed person. My name is Dominique Pereira, but you might know me as Ask Dom That. I'll see you guys on Friday.